In this video, I'm gonna show you how to tame a horse in Black Desert, my 10-horse rotation, and a few tips and tricks for faster taming. Taming wild horses in Black Desert is fun, and gives you lots of silver and training EXP. Wild horses can be found in a lot of places on the map. You can check an online map for horse locations. To tame a wild horse, you're gonna need a capturing rope and some lump of raw sugar. The capturing rope can be bought from the stable. If you're already above Master 1, you can get the age-wrought luminous rope by completing the honor to the family quest line. You can buy lump of raw sugar from the central market, or craft it yourself with 10 raw sugar and 1 mineral water by heating. If you have Krogdalo's Sanctuary, you can get Mirandora's Eversweet raw sugar by completing the Eversweet aroma quest. I highly recommend you put these items in your quick slot bar, especially if you want to do the animation skip that I'm gonna show you later in this video. First, find a horse nearby and use your rope from the quick slot. You cannot throw the rope from too far or too close. When you aim at the horse and your crosshair turns red, it means you're in the correct range and can throw the rope with left click. Press spacebar in the blue area to proceed. The horse will likely fight back. Press spacebar to start the mini-game. You need to end up on the winning side, again by pressing spacebar. Once you're done, keep walking towards the horse until you can see the interaction options. Use the sugar from your quick slot. Now, get on the horse at least once before walking away. The taming isn't done until you register the horse to a stable. Remember also that training EXP is gained when you register the horse. As the horse follows you, you can go to a nearby stable to register it. But, this can also be done through a wagon. Congratulations! You've successfully tamed a horse. You can now decide whether you want to sell it or keep it. Now that you can tame a horse, let's learn about rotations. Since you can tame 5 horses with a wagon, it's better to go for spots packed with horses and that are close to a stable. There are multiple spots, but the reason I use Asparkan is that you can do 2 runs before having to change servers. Note that you need at least 4 slots in the stable. Here is how the rotation goes. With your wagon, start from the stable and go to spot 1. Tame and register 4 horses as shown. Tame the 5th horse and go back to the stable. Remote collect your wagon and unharness the horses. Sell, Imperial or transport the horses to make space for the new ones. Once done, go to spot 2. Tame the horses just like before, and go back to the stable. Empty the stable same as before, and now you can change servers to repeat this process all over. Depending on your speed, I suggest that you cycle the same 6 to 7 servers. This way, after the first cycle you'll get fresh spawns that you reset. I was able to average 63 horses per hour with this rotation, with higher speeds possible. With a speed like that, you'll be making 1.8 billion silver an hour. I have other videos on my channel where you can see the entire rotation in detail. Now let's move on to more advanced tips and tricks for faster taming. The main trick you need to know is the sugar animation skip. This animation can be cancelled by simultaneously holding the sugar and W. Realistically, you can't exactly press 2 buttons at the same time, since one will be earlier than the other even if by a few milliseconds. So the idea is that you press and hold the sugar and W key at the same time, but press the sugar ever so slightly earlier. With enough practice, you will be able to do it every single time. Now let me show you a more risky trick, the control click. In Black Desert, you can use your mouse to interact with things instead of having to walk up to them. You can turn this setting on and press the left control key to bring up your cursor. The control click is great, but it doesn't have infinite range. If you aren't close enough, you won't see the interaction options. Once you can see the options, you can proceed like usual. This trick can save you time, but it comes with its risks. If you aren't fast enough, the horse could fight back, and you can't start the spacebar mini-game anymore. There is a way to still get on the horse, by spamming R. It is important to stay near the horse. However, it still might not work. You must have noticed that sometimes you can't get on your horse because of elevation difference, or if there is an obstacle. This also is a risk when doing this trick. You can place your cursor in a convenient spot beforehand to speed things up. It's gonna take you some practice to make this trick worth using. I want to share some final tips to optimize your taming. You can try to throw the rope from closer, which means less time walking and less mini-games. While walking, you don't have to start the mini-game as soon as you see the horse rise. You can keep walking until the horse goes back to its standing animation. I personally look at its front feet. When they go on the ground and a little back, this is when your window closes. In my experience, the biggest time loss is when you scare the horse away, or especially when you fail the tame midway, which means you have to start over. As you get better, you will make less mistakes and 60 horses per hour shouldn't be an issue. For any questions you have, I highly suggest you join the Black Desert Horse Community Discord. There is a lot of knowledgeable people who love to help others. Leave a like if you liked the video, and let me know what you think in the comments. Stay safe and happy taming.